Would you like to share
Mhm.
some insights that you got as an applicant? What were the things that you were considering or what were important for you?
So, so coming from, yeah, actually, that was again, I think that's a question that pretty much every applicant who has some experience goes through that, right? So yes, first I was like, okay, I knew these schools come in with a great brand value, no matter which school it is. So I think that is where I kind of started off. I'm like, okay, this is something that I'm going to carry with me for the rest of my life. So either of the school, I mean, any of these schools would not do any harm. Is where that is the first point, that the brand was always going to be there, and it's a very globally recognized brand. And then the next thing was I wanted to talk to a few alums. So actually, I reached out to a few alums, let's say, who were of my experience. For example, ISB. ISB is perceived to have a lot of younger crowd. Like, say, it's more tailored. I would say the intake is more focused on, let's say, more less than 5 years of experience versus the IIMs who have greater than 5 years of experience. So, and that's when my biggest question was MBA. I was also big on peer learning experience, because I think that's a big part of MBA. So I was talking to a lot of them. I was like, how is it going to be? How the interaction is going to be in a class where there are more individuals with, let's say, 2 years of experience or like 3 years of experience. I think a couple of the people from ISB who are 10 years, 10 plus years of experience, they gave me a really nice example. So even a 2 year, they are there at that school because of the caliber or the learning that they've already had, and they are actually experts in the industry, though they have been there for just 2 years. Let's say they are from a healthcare background, right? They would know a lot more than I would do about healthcare. So there is always going to be learning in the class. So that kind of really made me feel a lot comfortable applying to ISB too. So I would say at the end of the day, it's more on you. So the school and the academic wise, I think all these schools are phenomenal. They have great professors. They I mean, that has just really blown my mind, like looking at the quality of professors and the research that they've been doing, and how I would say current they're trying to make the curriculum. So I think learning wise, professor to student is almost pretty much similar in all the schools. And peer to peer interaction, like I just mentioned, even though they are younger, it can still be, easily done.
Value addition.
And exactly. And at the end of the day, it's on you how you want to, what is your goal and how you pave your path through all of these. So I think, and at the end of the day, that's what I felt, and that's what I really wanted to do. And I felt like, any of the schools, whatever, Indore or Lucknow, wherever I got into, I felt like picking any school would still not be a bad choice based on
Absolutely.
specific preferences at that point.
You have to look at the timing of your application also. There you started pretty late in the process. So at that point in time, that was the choice that you had. And that's a good choice, no doubt.
Exactly.